Phillips.
Hello? It went like a dream. I'll be in touch.
Albert Phillips,
Speaking.
246-8090.
Wrong number.
Right, just done from here, Jenny. Oh, is that everything?
Everything. Oh, it's nice, Jean. I like it.
Well, it's fine for me. You'll stay until you find something else, won't you?
Oh, no. No, I wouldn't dream of imposing.
Oh, come on. What are sisters for?
No, I couldn't. Anyway, I don't even know if I'll like London yet.
Well, you're welcome.
Oh, yes, I know, darling, and it's sweet of you.
What'll you do, get a job?
I'll have to.
Oh, I don't think Jeff's in a position to give you a job at the moment. The car!
What about it?
Well, I promised to loan it to Jeff. His has been stolen. He's got an appointment with Inspector Nelson. Oh, Jenny, I must fly.
Can I come?
Well, aren't you tired?
Tired? Of course not. Now that I've come to the big city, I'm not going to miss anything.
Well, come on then, hurry up.
And you are not, I repeat, not having Jeannie's car. My car.
I need a car, Marty.
Look what happened to it last time. 2 days of your driving and it finished up in the garage with one of the doors off.
It needed a service.
You're irresponsible, Jeff. That's your trouble. No consideration. You treat everybody's car the way you treat your own. And now what's happened to it? Smashed.
It was stolen.
Stolen? It was sheer carelessness.
Listen, Marty, I've got to see Inspector Nelson in half an hour. And Jeannie's late.
You leave Jeannie out of this.
It's important. I don't know what he wants.
I hope he bans you from driving.
I need Jeannie's car. I'm taking Jeannie's car, and that is that.
Jeff? What's wrong? What's the matter?
Nothing. I was just blowing off steam.
Ha! Jeannie, he's not to have our car. Hello, Jenny.
Jenny?
Yes, my sister. You remember her. I said she was coming out.
Oh, sorry, of course. Hello, Jenny. It's been a long time.
Yes, she's a big girl now, isn't she, Jeff? And you're still not having the car.
Jeff, who are you talking to?
Ha! Get yourself out of that.
No one. Just myself. It helps sometimes, you know, problems and things. Everybody does it. Look, Ginny, can I have the car keys? I'm late already.
Yeah.
And you know what Inspector Nelson's like, he's kept waiting. I'm sorry I've got to go, Jenny. I'll see you later.
On the face of it, Mr. Phillips, the whole affair appears to be impossible. Are you sure of the facts?
Of course I'm sure of my facts. How do you suppose I got my present position?
I wouldn't know, sir. What I am interested in is how these articles were spirited away. Sometime between 4 p.m. and 10 p.m. yesterday evening, a person or person unknown entered these premises, opened the safe, and removed 2 objects of value. Now, this was done without there being any signs of forced entry, without any trace of fingerprints, without setting off the burglar alarm, and while you were in the room working at your desk, sir.
I did leave the room at one point.
You did? When?
I watched television between 8 and 9 in the next room.
Ah, that's better. Erase the word spirited, Sergeant. That's what I like, Mr. Phillips. Cooperation. In fact, given sufficient cooperation, we might even solve this case for you.
I don't appreciate your levity.
Why was the watch in the safe?
As I said, I have a valuable collection of old timepieces in my country home. As I only acquired this one yesterday, I obviously put it in the safe.
And didn't miss it until today.
So what? It's the formula I want back.
Mr. Phillips, I cannot apprehend a person for possessing knowledge that you once possessed. On the other hand, should a person possess an article of material value, then that's another kettle of fish altogether. Do you follow me?
Well, Jeff is right. I mean, people do talk to themselves sometimes.
Jean, it's more than that. Jeff was talking to Marty, and he could see him.
Yes, I know. But what can we do?
Jeff's sick. I think he should see a doctor.
What, Jeff? Oh, we'd never do anything like that.
Well, we bring the doctor to him.
Oh.
Oh, Jean, I'm supposed to be the one from the sticks. Well, this is the 20th century. We have means of collecting evidence.
A tape recorder.
It's no good. I won't talk. I don't care what you do to me. I will not talk. I won't crack. I can stand pain, bully. I caution the defendant. Jeff, do you think he saw me sitting in his chair?
You'll grin the other side of your face by the time I finish with you, Randall.
I've been waiting here for over an hour, Inspector.
Really? Well, who knows? With any luck, you may have plenty of time on your hands.
Come on, what's it all about?
At approximately 1 a.m. this morning, the premises of Messrs. Goldhart and Appleby were broken into, and valuables amounting to £15,000 were stolen. Where were you between midnight and 1 a.m., Randall?
What? Now, wait a minute, Inspector.
Where, Randall?
In my apartment. I couldn't go out because my car had been stolen. I had to cancel a date, and you can check.
Such things can be arranged.
Now, look.
Hey, watch it, Jeff. I think he's serious.
All right, if you want a statement, I'll make one. Now, where's my car?
It was used in the robbery.
You don't think I was mixed up in that?
Were you?
If I pulled a job, would I use my own car?
What's left of it. Your fingerprints were all over it.
Well, they would be. It's mine, isn't it? What do you mean, what's left of it?
The forensic people have got it. You can have it back when they've completed their investigation, if I don't charge you first.
Well, thanks a heap. Can I go now?
Certainly. Oh, and Randall, don't leave town.
Don't leave town.
That pompous bumptious jumped up flat-foot. And you! Jeff! I'd be very much surprised if that complacent cop ever solves any cases. He spends all his time trying to pin things on me.
There is something very odd about this case.
Well, yes, sir, that's what I thought, sir. I mean, I don't think Randall...
Randall? Who's talking about Randall?
Aren't we, sir?
Phillips, Sergeant, Phillips. Got that? Good. Thank you, Sergeant. No signs of forced entry, no fingerprints, no alarm, and the victim present at the time of the robbery. Does that ring a bell with you?
Yes, sir, the beach affair, Morgan, and Rigby, just like all the other cases, sir.
Right. Except that with Phillips, we've established the time of the robbery between 8 and 9 p.m., and we have these. A change of pattern. Why? Get those over to fingerprints, Sergeant. Maybe this time, we'll get a lead.
No, I'm sure he won't see it there.
Oh, I hope not.
Oh, stop worrying, Jeannie.
Will it work?
Oh, I don't know. We'll play it by ear.
Shh, there's someone coming.
Hey, switch it on.
Oh, no, you switch it on. Oh, quickly, Jenny, hurry. Jenny! Hello, Jeff. How did it go with Inspector Nelson today?
Don't ask.
Jeff? I have to do some shopping. You don't mind if I borrow Jeannie for a few hours, do you?
Not at all. Go on. He works her too hard anyway.
Of course not. Enjoy yourselves.
We'll, take a taxi, Jean. Jeff may need the car.
Whose side are you on?
Thanks, Jeff. Bye.
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 Shall?
Now listen, Jeff. Jeff,
What?
will you listen?
Don't go on about your car, Marty, because I'm worried about my own.
Typical.
What is?
You're always thinking about yourself.
Oh, turn it in, Marty. Look, I want you to do me a favor. Get over to Nelson's office. Find out what he's up to. I'm sure he's trying to pin this robbery on me.
He can't. Whoever stole the car did the raid.
I can't prove that, can I?
What are you going to do?
Stave off the creditors, chase up a few who owe me, and hope some work turns up.
Yes, because we'll have repair bills on 2 cars.
Shall? What? Don't go on about your car, Marty, because I'm worried about my own. Oh, turn it in, Marty. Look, I want you to do me a favor. Get over to Nelson's office. Find out what he's up to. I'm sure he's trying to pin this robbery on me.
Unusual. Well, your Mr. Randall is in a very disturbed state. Did you rely on your late husband a great deal, Mrs. Hopkirk?
Yes, I suppose you did. Jeff was always the happy-go-lucky one, and Marty was the worrier, you see.
Yes, well, it seems that his financial and his business worries, together with his feeling of responsibility for you, have caused him a great deal of stress. And this incident with the police and his car was the last straw. He's now turned completely towards his fantasy figure of his late partner.
What can we do, Doctor?
We can certainly help. In fact, the very man to deal with this case is my partner, Dr. Conrad.
Thank you for my fee. I shall have the details of the other operation for you tomorrow night. I think that is all.
I'll be in touch, Dr. Conrad.
Mr. Randall?
Dr. Conrad, I presume. You called my office.
Please, sit down, Mr. Randall. Thank you. Now, we both deal in information. You supply it, I apply it. In this particular case, I have to ask you to gather for me certain information about the behavior of a patient so that I can prescribe the necessary treatment.
Intriguing.
This patient is a businessman, not very successful, beset with worries about finance, his dependents, his future.
Aren't we all?
Incapable of facing reality, this man has created an imaginary blame figure to shoulder the burden of his own inadequacies.
Well, so far it seems fairly casebook.
Agreed. But now he is having hallucinations, talking to this blame figure, whom he apparently sees.
How do you know that?
His partner, who approached a colleague of mine, Dr. Lambert, has evidence.
What kind of evidence?
A taped conversation.
Have you got it?
Yes.
May I hear it?
Certainly.
Bye.
Ciao. Don't go on about your car, Marty, because I'm worried about my own. Oh, turn it in, Marty. Look, I want you to do me a favor. Get over to Nelson's. Look, I don't know where you got this recording, Doctor, and I don't know what your game is, but this is not funny.
Quite the contrary, Mr. Randall. It is very serious.
I thought you brought me here to hire me. All this chat about a patient. That was me. Jeannie.
Please, Mr. Randall, don't be angry with any of us. You must appreciate how worried Mrs. Hopkirk is. She wants to help you.
Look, Doctor, I know this sounds odd, but I can explain. Well, not explain exactly, but take it from me, I'm all right.
Mr. Randall, I assure you, on the basis of that tape, you are far from all right. You need treatment.
Well, that's very kind of you, Doctor, but I'll have to turn your offer down.
Mr. Randall, it's not quite as simple as that.
Well, I'm sorry, Doctor, but you can't keep me here.
It is my duty to keep you here. Now, this is Philip, and this is Andrew. I assure you, Mr. Randall, this is for your own good.
Is it?
Yes. It would be so much more pleasant if you would cooperate. And violent. It's illegal!
It's quite a tough one. Gave him quite a thump, he did. He'll take some watching.
Jeannie, what's the matter? Why are you crying?
Jeannie, don't be so upset. Jeff will be all right at the nursing home. But he must have treatment for these hallucinations.
Nursing home? Hallucinations?
And the Lambert Clinic is the best place.
Lambert Clinic? Where's that? Where's that? Oh, never mind.
I suppose you're right.
Good.
I am completely relaxed.
Very good.
Well, I'm glad you are.
Now, listen carefully. It's a telephone, remember?
I answer the telephone. The flute plays.
Flute and telephone. That's a nice arrangement.
An electronic signal. I replace the receiver. Then the doorbell. Answer the door. They must have the file. Open the safe and put the file on the desk.
And say after me, help yourself.
Very good. Now.
Yes, yes. Close the safe. Then sit down and wait for the telephone to ring.
What's your game?
Well, now, Mr. Whitty, how do you feel?
Wonderful. Utterly relaxed. Not a care in the world.
Have I got news for you?
Very good. Now, I think one more session will get rid of your anxiety.
And replace it with a deep sense of loss.
Splendid. You know, I really do feel very much better.
Good. Now, will 4 o'clock be satisfactory?
Certainly, Dr. Conrad.
Conrad? Conrad? I thought your name was Lambert.
It's funny. I intended staying at my club tonight. But I think I'll go back home.
It's working already.
Do that. And have a good rest until tomorrow.
That's it, Jeff. Come on. You've got to get out of here and get the police.
What happened? Where am I?
You're in the Lambert Clinic, and some crooked doctor, he's hypnotizing people to give their valuables away.
I beg your pardon. What are you on about, Marty? What am I doing here?
Jeannie had you brought here. She heard you talking to me or something. Everybody thinks you're having hallucinations.
Jeannie? Hallucinations?
Conrad and the bouncers.
Bouncers?
Yeah, male nurses, big ones. I've got to get out of here.
That's what I keep telling you, Jeff, and get the police. They're all villains.
Police? What for?
I've just told you. This Dr. Conrad, he's hypnotizing this fella to open his own safe to music.
You sure you're all right, Marty?
Of course I'm all right. What are you doing?
Gotta get my clothes.
Oh, come on, Jeff. There's no time for that. You've got to get out now.
I can't go out in the street like this.
Well, you just have to risk it. Come on.
You shouldn't be out of bed, Mr. Randall.
I want my clothes. I'm leaving.
So quite safe. Now, back to bed. We must have a little chat.
Don't listen to him, Jeff. He'll have the combination of the office safe out of you.
So there's nothing in it?
Oh, hey, now, watch it. Turn it in.
Sir, now come along, back to bed. That's right, sir. Tuck you up nice and cozy.
Now, nothing to worry about. We're just going to ease your mind of a few problems. This will help you to relax.
I don't want to relax. What?
Oh, come on, Jeff. Don't just lie there. Do something.
William Smart. That jewel case did it.
How's that, sir?
Fingerprint boys have given us a lead. He came out 3 years ago.
What's his game?
He graduated from being a burglar to a con man.
I know the type. Where do we find him?
Put out a tracer on him, but don't bring him in. I've got a feeling he may lead us to someone bigger.
Who am I?
Svengali.
Dr. Conrad.
That's right. And why are you here?
Jeannie thinks I've got hallucinations.
And why am I here?
To hypnotize people into opening their safes.
Great. That's done it. Now we're in trouble.
What makes you think that, Jeff?
Marty told me.
That's right. Go on. Blame me.
Marty. Who is Marty?
Marty's my partner, and he's a ghost, and no one can see him but me.
Big mouth. Tell him everything.
And he told you this story, eh?
Story?
Yes. He saw you hypnotizing this fellow to music.
Why don't you tell him his name, Jeff? Whitty. Go on. Tell him his name.
Whitty.
Keep him talking, Jeff. I'll be right back.
Now, Jeff, You know that you saw me, didn't you? You left your room and wandered around this morning, didn't you?
No. Marty woke me. Then I looked for my clothes. Then you came in.
I see. Now, you relax for a moment, Jeff. Then I'll ask you some more questions, and afterwards you'll forget all about this silly story. And, Marty.
Forget.
Incredible. Quite incredible. Some form of thought transference. Dangerous, too.
Made it. My sense of direction's improving.
Mrs. Campbell, leave me something simple for supper, and you can have the rest of the evening off.
Now, why did you do that, Whitty? What are you up to, Whitty? What's all this? A drawer full of electronics, burglar alarms? What are you afraid of? Hey? What's this? Oil sea survey trace reports? Geologist maps? Estimated yield? Whitty? This is a gold mine. I'm in an oil well. So that's what Conrad is up to.
It's almost unbelievable. You're saying he described your treatment of an earlier patient?
Precisely. It was unnerving.
It's the first case of extrasensory perception we've had.
Quite. But first, we must dispel the ghost illusion.
Do I look like an illusion?
Yes, of course. Will it be a long process?
It may take some time to edit the ghost from his mind.
Edit? Edit? What does that mean?
After that, it will be simple.
And he will have no recollection at all?
None.
You can't do this to me. It's... Jeff? They're going to edit me out of your head. Jeff! You'll never see me again. I'll be all alone.
Oh, but there really is no need to worry, Mrs. Hopkirk.
Well, perhaps not, but we've been thinking it over and don't think it's such a good idea after all.
But I'm afraid Mr. Randall is a very sick man.
Yes, but...
I don't know what to do, actually.
Perhaps you should come down here this evening, Mrs. Hopkirk. We can talk things over.
Well, I mean, you can't keep Mr. Randall there against his will.
But no, of course not. He's free to leave whenever he chooses. But do come down here, Mrs. Hopkirk. We can talk this out.
All right. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
What's the great panic on this particular patient?
Randall, I thought at first he would be useful. A private investigator like him should have a mine of information we could use.
And now?
He knows about our operation. Oh, don't worry. Everything is under control.
What about Lambert?
I can handle him. And once Randall's treatment is complete, he's not likely to complain either, is he?
That's it. Go on, shake him. Come on, harder than that. Shake him, slap his face. I want to talk to him. Come on. You're not helping me at all, Jeff. You're just lying there, smiling, sleeping my life away. Jeff?
So you see, Mrs. Hopkirk, Mr. Randall has signed the form agreeing to our treatment.
That's not Jeff's signature, Jeannie. Look at it. Look at the writing. You can understand it.
Thank you, Doctor.
Is he all right?
Oh, of course. He is very comfortable.
Can I see him, then?
Well, he is asleep now, but in a few days, certainly.
Oh.
Oh, believe me, you will see a great change. No more Marty.
Mr. Hopkirk to you. Look at you. Lying there, smiling. It's like talking to the Laughing Cavalier. Listen, Jeff. This Dr. Conrad is going to edit me out of your head. I've got to go, Jeff, because you know about the robbery. Come on. Pull yourself together. This is important. Come on, Jeff. You're not trying. Jeff! It's me, Marty. Jeff. It's started already, hasn't it? You can't see me, Jeff. You can't hear me, can you? You barbiturate peddler! You pill-pushing phony! Have you any idea what you're doing to this man's mind?
Now then, Mr. Randall, feeling all right? Good. Well, you seem to be in fine shape. Now just you relax a while and we'll soon lay this ghost for you.
Come on, Jeff. Make an effort. You heard what he said. We'll soon lay this ghost for you.
That's right. Lay the ghost.
Jeff, you can hear me. Come on, get out of this bed. Jeff!
Randall?
Yes?
Jeff, I think we've cracked it.
Come on, Randall. Get out of this bed. Right turn. Quick march. Right turn. About turn. Now straight out of the door. No, open the door. Mr. Randall, you should be in bed. No, he shouldn't. Mr. Randall, out of the door. Mr. Randall, I shall have to sedate you, I'm afraid. I want you to hit Dr. Conrad. Nod your head if you understand. Hit him now. Well done. Now out of the door. Stop.
Dr. Conrad.
Pick up the chair. Stand here. Now repeat after me in this voice. Kommen Sie in.
Kommen Sie in.
Hit him now. Well done. Now, put the chair down. Out of the door. Halt. Now stay here, Mr. Randall, and don't talk to anyone.
Hello, Mr. Randall. What are you doing here, eh?
Right, baby.
Come along now. Back to bed.
Say hello, Philip.
Hello, Philip. Hello, Mr. Randall.
Hit him with your left hand.
How, Mr. Randall?
Hit him with your right hand. He's going to hit Mr. Randall. Duck. Hit him in the stomach. Hit him in the chin.
Great, Jeff. Fantastic. You're working well. Come on.
Left turn. Quick march.
Oh, it's Mr. Randall, isn't it? My name is Lambert. I don't think we've actually met. Well, I know that you're here, but shouldn't you be in your room? Yes, of course. By all means, come in. Interesting.
Well done, Jeff. Left turn. Quick march. Halt. About turn. Quick march. Halt. Left turn. Pick up the phone. Press the button marked transport. And say after me in this voice, this is Dr. Conrad.
This is Dr. Conrad.
Bring my car around to the front entrance.
Bring my car round to the front entrance.
Then walk around to the back entrance.
Then walk round to the back entrance.
And wait for me there.
And wait for me there.
Put the phone down.
Put the phone down.
No, Jeff, put...
Randall, put the phone down. Left turn. Through the door, quick march.
This'll be the death of me.
Jeff! Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left turn. And opens the door. Into the car. All right, Randall. Start the car. There's the key. Very good, Jeff. Now change into fourth. And keep your eyes on the road. Nice, gentle speed. You see, you can drive a car safely and quietly. Why don't you drive the car like this all the time, Mr. Randall?
This should interest you, Inspector.
What's that?
Your friend Randall's up to something. He's just broken out of a nursing home.
Oh, what?
A nursing home. The Lambert Clinic. That's funny. I wouldn't have thought he'd have enough money to go to a place like that.
Why is that?
Well, it's strictly for the knobs. I mean, all these jokers have got money.
What jokers?
Well, the people that go there. For instance, there's Mr. Phillips. Oh, and I think Mr. Beach went there also.
Get the car, Sergeant.
Hello. What's that car doing over there? Jeff? Jeff? Jeff! Oh. Jeff! Have I got to look after you the rest of my life? Have I?
Whitty speaking.
Yes?
An Inspector Nelson would like a word with you, Dr. Conrad.
I'm with a patient. 10 minutes?
Hello? What's he doing here? Jeff, I'm going to have a look. Stay here.
Randall, stay in the car.
As far as I'm concerned, Inspector, Mr. Randall is perfectly harmless. He couldn't have been more affable in his manner towards me.
He stuck a right good one on me.
We should have put him in a straitjacket, I say.
Thank you, gentlemen. As a matter of interest, Dr. Lambert, just what was Mr. Randall doing here?
Don't give him that. That's your oil well. Keep him talking. Oh.
Jeff! Oh! Randall, get out of the car. Well done. Now, across the road. Left turn. Right turn, and through the gates and up to the house. Mind the gravel. Halt. Right turn. All right, Randall. The first man through that door, knock him cold.
Great.
It went like a dream. I'll be in touch.
You're not going to leave him like this, are you? Mr. Whitty. Mr. Whitty. You've just been robbed, and you're sitting there enjoying it.
Yes?
Are you coming, Dr. Conrad?
I'll be right there, Dr. Lambert.
Dr. Conrad, may I introduce...
Inspector Nelson.
What can I do for you?
One of your patients, Dr. Randall. There appears to be a difference of opinion.
A violent man. In his present condition, a definite danger to the community. If possible, he must be apprehended immediately.
Oh, come now, Dr. Conrad.
I'll go along with that. I know Randall's style. Well, there's just one thing.
Yes, what is that?
You were, I believe, treating a certain Mr. Phillips.
Yes, but I don't see...
You will. Mr. Phillips was robbed a couple of nights ago and lost, among other things, a valuable gold watch.
How unfortunate. But what has that to do with me?
You may be able to help. I have the fingerprints of the thief and thought that maybe he was a patient here.
Really, Inspector, I must protest.
Dr. Lambert, 3 other of your patients have been robbed in very similar circumstances within the last 3 months. There is always the possibility that the thief may be making contact here.
Impossible.
Who is this man?
His name is William Smart.
Oh, no.
Mr. Randall, there's a man creeping up behind you. I want you to hit him now. Again. Steady yourself, Jeff. Now left. Fantastic.
As I thought. No, William Smart.
I must get back to my patient. You will excuse me? Left. Well done, Randall. I will turn you into a world champion. Dankeschön.
I'm sorry about that, Jeff.
Come on, Randall. Fight him again. Give him a right cross. Now. Forward march. Halt. Take up position.
I keep hitting him, Governor. He doesn't seem to lay down.
Well, hit him again.
This is going to be very tricky.
All right, Mr. Randall, you are karate experts, the best in the world. Belt! So belt's the big one first. Get ready, block. Stomach. Head. Well done. Block.
I'm sorry, Jeff, I can't talk fast enough.
That's the way you do it, Hals.
Attack!
You see, you're... I can do it!
Oh, no. Jeff, you've got to concentrate. All right, try this.
Randall, I want you to get up and fight like 10 men. Randall, stop!
What's going on? Who are you?
earth's going on?
I could ask you the same question.
Jeff! Jeff, you're back!
Look out, Jeff!
Just one more thing, Dr. Conn.
All right, Marty, what have you been up to?
There is no time for that now, Randall.
What are you talking like that for? Jeff, it would take too long to explain. You've got to get the police, and you've got to get some pants.
The police?
Police? Yes, the police. Come on, Jeff, hurry up.
Yes, the police. But why?
But how did you get onto Conrad in the first place?
Detection, Inspector.
You were working for a client.
I was working on behalf of a client.
Who? Mind your own business.
Mind... I'm afraid I'm unable to reveal the name of my employer.
Coward.
All right, all right. But all this eyewash about a ghost and convincing Conrad that you were, well...
Now watch it, Sherlock.
Sorry, Jeff, but I'm afraid it was my fault that you got sent to the nursing home.
And mine. I pushed Jeannie.
Well,
It was a setup. You rigged the whole thing.
Well, I'm afraid I arranged it. I'm sorry, Jeannie, but no one had to suspect.
I don't believe it, Jeff.
Neither do I.
Well, it's a little hard, I'll admit.
You mean you knew what we'd do?
Well, I took a chance and it worked.
You know, you really are a very good detective.
There's a great deal about this whole affair I don't understand, Randall.
Well, don't let it worry you, Inspector. We all have our own methods.
Well, I feel very low. Can you forgive me, Jeff?
You can start your penance right now by having dinner with me.
You never change.
Both of you. Good night, Inspector.
That's right, go on. Enjoy yourselves.
Are you coming, Marty?
Ah, Dankeschön, mein Herr. Ich habe Hunger.